This is a roof that definitely needed improvement. If you notice, the shingles are already blown off. You see these gaps right here? These are areas where the pebbles have already disappeared, and these probably curl up. That's why you see the dark colors right here when it gets cold. So he made a good decision about getting to this metal roof. He just didn't know that I did it, and when he met me, he was like, hey, why don't you do this? So if you take a pan down that way, you'll see what we're dealing with. And we ordered the metal so that it was a little bit longer and pewter gray. And we're going to screw it right down to it. I've been doing that in this area 26 years, and I did it in Austin and Jasper, Texas. We go back 30-something years, and I've never heard of issues where the slip sheets are needed so that it causes grief. When I say I've never heard of it, we've never had an issue. The problems get to be when you start stripping. Where if I was doing that metal roof over there, you couldn't fasten to that metal, and I'll show you another metal roof that is an example of that. If you couldn't fasten to that metal, it'll pull out. The screws don't hold, and so on and so on. So what you do is you strip it with 1-by or drywall timber through the metal into the rafters. So now you don't have any movement if you got something solid to fit to. Now if you fasten that metal directly to that, you don't put a vapor barrier or any insulation in there, the air between those strips and the metal will be cooler than the air outside, or warmer than the air outside in the wintertime. That will cause condensation on the bottom of the metal. That water will run down, find the first area where you fasten to those rafters. It will then run into the roof. That's because of that air space having a difference in temperature directly between the metal on the outside and the inside. This will not have that gap. And the vapor barrier itself is the plastic. The shingles. So I've never had to go back and fix a roof in 40 years. I'm 58. And I've been doing it since I was 17, 18. I understand these guys are trying to pitch. This is all the things we got to do. We got to, but I'm telling you, as you want to do your own roof, if you got shingles, you're good to go. Just roll with it. You can put slip sheets in if you want to. It's another $250 and a lot more labor. And a windy day like we got today, you'll be hard pressed to keep it fastened. You can add insulation. There's rolls of insulation now that stick to each other. They're foil faced both sides, and even though they're only like 3/8 of an inch thick, they can insulate up to an R16, I think. So it's really good. They're using it on metal buildings a lot, and I've incorporated it into several of the houses that I put metal roofs in. So anyway, we're going to do this one, and we'll try to educate you as we go along. We're going to have a lot of issues with wind and a lot of traffic noise from the road. But anyway, you notice we started on the outside edge, kept it even, got about an inch overhang. We did not put any screws on the outside because that's where the rake is going to go. And invariably, if you put screws right there in the center on that last panel, it ends up being exactly where that rake or corner would fall. So we don't put screws there until that rake or corner goes on. Everything else is on 2-foot centers, a lot closer to the edge. So, in your experience, you'll see that this will go fairly quickly, and we'll show you when we get to penetrations. But invariably, these houses are not straight. The top goes in and out, but so will the roof. So we'll end up having to adjust here and there. Taking off the roof jack that goes around this plummet bit, and what we're going to do is measure 25 1/4, 25 1/2, 27 1/2, and write down that measurement right here. And then transfer that to the sheet that we're going to fix and put up here, but we need to have a top, which will be 20 to 22 3/4. Give myself room. then we're going to show you how we cut. So we're measuring over what we measured at 25 and a, from the side of there to 25 and a quarter. Double check that. To 27 and a quarter. So that should be right on the side of that. Lots of fun. Then top down, 20 to 22 and 3/4. So we've got to cut this section right here out. Now, to do that, we usually use a blade screwdriver and a hammer. As a habit, I would normally want to use a thinner screwdriver. Oh, this is pretty sharp. It's just kind of thick to get through. You hit right on that screwdriver and driving it through. There's a lot of other ways to do it, but this is one of the most effective for the effort that you're going to get. Obviously, you don't want to do this on top of the existing metal. There could be somebody down on the ground. We're doing it so you can have a chance to see it in action. There's the hole. Let's put it up and see what happens. And down, you'll see the metal all put on 2-foot centers. Cut in the vents like we showed you. Wherever it cuts, goes over top of a rib, we cut a V into it. You see over here, we cut a V into that. Then we'll be putting tape around it, and then tar, and then pulling the tape up. But right now we're getting ready to do the foam closure and the ridge cap. Ridge cap is 11 inches wide normally. You can get it made any size you want, just like any metal. You can get it made. So, in order to keep the foam underneath, that is to keep driving rain and wind blowing underneath that ridge cap, we're going to be at 5 inches. So we made a mark at 5 on both sides, all the way down. We're going to pop a line, and then we're going to put the foam down. Then we'll come back and put the ridge cap and screw it to every other rib. Just like that. We'll show you. These, you can ask for them glued or unglued. The unglued ones would be if you wanted to put your ridge cap in, then slide it under. These are glued so you can stick them in place. Chalk lines there, and then we go with it. If you can't see your chalk line, which I'm starting to see, you might want to measure. Make sure you're 5 inches from your feet. It's a male-female situation. And they're made to just go right on top of the ribs. Okay? In this case, the road's most visibility, you're not going to get much visibility from the back. So we're going to run this way, and that means the lap goes over this way. So there won't be any gaps showing from the road. It'll be one smooth piece. In the habit, you need to get in the habit of putting the screw at one end, checking your center, screw on the other end, then go back and fill it in. Because if you try to just go walk it along, the odds are you're going to twist it one way or the other. So just get one on each end, then do that together. Then we lap it over and then screw it through it.